Good morning, Rogers, 6th graders. Welcome to science class. This is all for one for all of my 4 6th grade science classes today, Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. I miss you guys. I hope you are taking good care of yourselves. I hope we can get back together at school. But in the meantime, I thought I would give you a video version of today's science lesson. So without further ado, let's go. First things first, I want to remind you guys that today we are not following the textbook procedure exactly the way it appears in the book. So please follow the instructions on the distance learning document for today that I've attached on the Google Classroom, which I'm looking at and I am going to use as a guide. So activity 14 in our weather and climate unit, atmosphere and climate. Okay, so in this activity we are going to explore the relationship between Earth's atmosphere and the circulation patterns of the air in it and the ocean current circulation patterns too, since they can affect climate, along with weather and the climates around Earth's surface. So we're also going to get a little bit into, toward the end of the lesson, not today, probably tomorrow, we're going to get into the greenhouse effect. So let's dive right into it. So the first thing we want to do, just like we do in the classroom, is have our notebook and binder, have something to write with, and open it up and set up activity 14 in your table of contents and your notes. I'm assuming anytime I ask you to do something like write notes, watch a video, think, reflect, anything where you need to take some time, you want to pause the video, you can always replay it later on if I'm going too fast. Matter of fact, I think that's a great idea. That's right up there with if there's anything you don't understand on a distance learning document on the Google Classroom, to please send me your questions, your concerns, your comments, whatever it is, so that we can work it out and make sure that you have a good learning experience. So we have activity 14, atmosphere and climate, set up in our notes and our table of contents. By the way, I hope you guys are keeping up with your TOC and your index. I'm on step number 3 in today's classwork tasks, which is a warm-up activity. I want you guys to think back to activity 10, the causes of climate, I think was the title, and name as many different factors as you can recall that affect climate. You may also want to think back to that climate factor rap video clip. So go ahead and pause the video and in your notes record factors that affect climate. Okay, hopefully you paused the video. Now you're back. We're on to step 4. We want to open up our textbook. So don't forget, in order to access the textbook, you have to log into labaids.com, and then you select book login from the menu bar on the top of the homepage, and then that will take you to a new page, I believe, where you select portal login. You might have to scroll down, but you select portal login. And then I think at that point you can enter in your login information. So your username is your student ID, and your password is your the letters SEPUP followed by your student ID. That should take you to all of our textbooks, and obviously you're going to select weather and climate. That's our current unit. And once you get there, you'll see a menu bar along the left-hand side of the screen. The top option is contents. If you select it, there'll be a drop down of all the activities in the unit. You just scroll down to the one that you're interested in. In this case, it is activity 14, atmosphere and climate. And that's on page 75 in the textbook. So pause the video, go ahead and do that. And I'm probably not going to keep saying pause the video, and I'll just assume from now on you will pause the video when you need to. But once you get there, I want you to take a few minutes, just like we do in the classroom. Read for knowledge, not for speed. Read the introduction. Think about the information that they are sharing with us. Okay, once we've read the introduction, we've given it some thought in our notes. By the way, I'm on number 5 on the distance learning doc for today. In your notes, I want you to answer the following questions. There are 3 questions there. I'm not going to read them each to you, but I would like you to write each question down in your notes, and then using the information from the introduction, respond to those 3 questions. Okay, once you've completed that warm-up, go ahead and write the guiding question in your notes. By the way, I have a copy of your book right here. Okay, page 75, which is too small to see on this video, but there's the guiding question. I'm assuming you are writing it down as we speak. Next, I want you to turn to page 76, and there is a short passage right here titled Earth's Atmosphere. I would like you to read this passage. It goes from here to there, okay? It also includes this data table. Okay, so read the short passage and take a good look at the information in the data table. By the way, we are on step 9 now in your distance learning document for today. What I'd like you guys to do now is to make your own copy of the information in that data table, starting with the title, Earth's Atmospheric Layers. And that information is important if you want to understand the names of the layers, what the altitude, or I guess you could say the altitude or height above Earth's surface is of each layer, and what sorts of things, human activities or space activities occur in each of the 5 layers of Earth's atmosphere. Okay? So, once you've done that, it might take you 5 or 10 minutes. By the way, please use straight edge to make your rows and columns, just so you have a nice, neat copy of that data table in your notes. Okay, on to your last step for today. Okay, step number 10. Oh, I think I might have forgotten a step. I feel like there was a video clip that I skipped over. Let me go back. Yes. Between when I asked you to record the guiding question and read the introduction, I skipped a step number 7. This is a little preview video clip I'd like you to watch. It's pretty cool, but it's just a preview. It's not going to give you a lot of content. I don't even know if there's much audio. There's some captions and some really cool imaging of of a variety of interactions or connections that we, that is humans, make to Earth's atmosphere. Some cool and some not so good for planet Earth. But make sure you take 5 minutes or so, I think is how long that clip is, between step 6 and 7, and watch that clip. Coming back to our final step, step 10, it's another video. This is a short one as well. This one really focuses and highlights on the information in the data table. So it dives into Earth's atmospheric layers, and it's definitely worth our taking a look at because it connects really well to the data table and what we're learning about in this activity. That's your classwork for today, boys and girls. So we're going to stop here and make sure you send me either by email or preferably on the Google Classroom in a private message. Please, 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 not on the stream. All your classwork from your notes for today. And try to get that camera up so I can get a good look. I am taking a look at your classwork or homework when you send it to me, so I have to be able to see it. I don't know. I think that's about it for now. I'm going to sign off and let you guys get busy, and we'll do this again tomorrow. All right. Have a great day, guys. Hasta mañana.